I got the first one this was from the front porch. Okay, you guys, we have flowers that came in, and we're going to have another bouquet that Robert is grabbing quickly. So we can go ahead and get started on this. But this person shipped their stuff from New York. Shout out to East Seteki? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start opening this up. I need to email this person letting them know that we received their flowers. I feel like it's always best to let them know. And yeah. Okay. So there's 2 bouquets to do. I did see a bus earlier today, but it's summer. I don't understand what that is about. Okay, I have 2 people in here now. I was just saying for a minute ago that these people shipped their flowers to me. We have 2 bouquets to process today, so that's what we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and look at this. I need to email this person, letting them know that I received their flowers. I'm going to put this a little lower so you guys can see a little better. These smell horrendous. I know, I'm scared. They do not smell good. Hi, David. Okay. Okay, these aren't bad, you guys. These actually, that's okay. I wish you guys could smell this. Actually, I wish you can't because it smells pretty awful. Not good at all. Okay. That one is done. It is cute flowers, I will say. Okay, so what I'm doing now, which is pertinent, every time I receive flowers, I need to email the people, letting them know. Oh, first I need to look up her order. Okay. I hope everybody's doing well. What are you guys doing with your day? I would love to know. For me, I am gonna be processing some flowers. 4, 6, 8. That's not right. Maybe it is. Do we have an in-person shop or is it all online? Technically, it is all online. So sorry, Robert just turned on the live and I can hear my echo. But yes, it is all online. We work out of our garage. So, Robert, I fear that this is not for us.
What?
This person's order.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, it has to be for us, but I can't find. Can you look them up on
No order number?
Well, they do have an order number. It's 468, but I can't find it on here. Oh wait, maybe you have filters on. No, you don't have any filters on. Or clear filters. Okay, apply. Now let me look. Okay, never mind. I have it now.
Figured it out.
Yeah, I think you just had past orders. There we go. Found her. Okay, so.
Oh, I had it as just 6x6.
Okay, that's the problem. Okay, so now we are looking up this person's information. I'm going to be writing it on this card, and then we're going to start breaking this bouquet down, and then we have another bouquet that I'm going to have to start working on too. This girl is getting our tulip package, which if you haven't seen our stuff before, it is an 8x8 block with a ring holder. Is today the 18th? Yes, it is. No gold leaf, and then she's also getting coasters. So she's going to be doing an 8x8, 4 coasters, and a ring holder. Sorry if this is not the most thrilling thing right now. This is very important to do though. Okay. So now that I wrote down this card information, I am going to, oh, and you guys, Robert is in the comments below. Make sure you say hi, what you write, and I'm writing down this person's information. They just shipped their flowers to me from New York, or New Jersey. Wait, let me see. Yeah, this one, the flowers came from New York, but we're going to be delivering them to New Jersey. But I was writing down all the order information. This is what I was showing everybody yesterday. These are just orders that we've had for almost a month. So we've had a lot of orders come in. Anyway, I write down all of their their order information on those cards, and I keep it up with it every time a new order comes in. That way we don't lose track of where the order is. Okay. At Gmail. Flowers received. This is our flowers received email. Now I need to go in and look. There we go. Say hi, Carson and Annabelle. Hi. Can you put your... but yeah, no, it sounds like it is booming. It is crazy right now. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually the busiest, or I guess last month was the busiest month we've ever had. And this month is coming in a close second. Right, Robert? Wouldn't you say?
For the order?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So now I've typed up this person's email, have a picture of the flowers included, and then I'm going to go ahead and send that to him. And now we're going to break down this bouquet. And that's what we do every single time. It takes a minute to get that stuff done, but I have to do it. Okay. Like I said.
Poe from Teletubbies.
Hi, Poe. That's an iPhone. I have Samsung. Hi. Yes, that is an iPhone. There's stock in here. That's why it smells so bad. I already know it. Okay, I can't. I'm not breaking that apart. I'm literally going to be cutting some of these out because some of them just smell rancid. Okay, this is stock. I love stock for its shape and its color, but oh my gosh, it gets slimy so fast. Okay, which flower do you think is the hardest to work with? I will say some flowers are pretty challenging, but there's this one flower that's called Alistromera, and you can find it at Trader Joe's. Super easy. It's like a type of lily, and I have a really hard time drying those, honestly. The petals never want to stay on. This is a calla lily. This is a purple rose. It looks like she's going for just like purple and white, which I think is cute. I like that. I'm gonna have to put gloves on for real. Let me see when she shipped them out. When did she ship these out? June 16th. Okay, so these have been shipping for 2 days, which whenever people place orders with us, we get a lot of out-of-state orders. And they always wonder, like, is it okay if we ship them not overnight? It can be okay, but this is a good example of what happens whenever it's not overnighted and it's like summer and it's hot outside. And here in Tennessee, it's been so rainy, so it's humid too. Sometimes it just causes the flowers to wilt, which these aren't terrible by any means. These I think are perfectly fine. But some of these flowers are not going to be usable just because they are wilting and molding. Okay, we have, that is done. Okay, we have some, I don't know if I can use that or not. I definitely want to only dry flowers that are in good condition, so I'm gonna have to be cutting these. Ooh, 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 ooh. Robert, some of these are so slimy.
Oh God.
I can't. We also have some Lizanthias in here. This is purple Lizanthias. We usually see a lot of white Lizanthias, but purple is a cute variation that I do see commonly as well. Oh, thank you, Ellie, Ella, and Paige. That's so sweet. Are you obliterating the plants? Actually, people are paying me to obliterate these plants, so it's my job. I am gonna cast them in resin. If you look behind me, you can see some of our resin products up there. So that's what people are wanting to have done with their flowers. So that's why they send them to me, because here's the thing. These flowers are already dying. Once you cut them off their actual plant, they have already started dying. So we're trying to just preserve them and their beautifulness, their gorgeousness, for as long as we can. I'm confused with which flowers to choose. Depends on, are you trying to like build your own arrangement for a special event? Are you talking about why am I picking the flowers that I am whenever I'm cutting these and not just cutting all of these out? Because that is simply just based off of appearance for sure. But if you're wanting to have some help with making a flower arrangement, maybe I can help. Okay. Here we go.
Joanne loves your stripy shirt.
Oh, thank you, Joanne. We just went to Zara, and I love Zara for sure. I think this is a cute shirt that they had. If you had a date, which, okay. Okay. I look like a low resolution Scarlett Johansson as a compliment. Thank you, I guess, if it's a compliment. I don't really know. That's crazy.
Are you a flowerist?
Am I a flowerist or a florist? I am not a florist. I'm a floral preservationist. So what I end up doing is florist. I'll take it. People will send me their flowers and then I just cast them in resin. So that is what I do. I don't make arrangements. I might for like family events, but even then I'm not ordering the flowers. People will just send them to me, thankfully. I don't have to use that much creativity when it comes to picking out the flowers. Oh, some of these are so yucky. I feel like this is enough. Okay. Oof. This looks like it's enough. Hopefully you guys can kind of see this little pile right here. We're going to dry those. Now, I'm not sure if you were a part of yesterday, but how many did we get in yesterday? Did we get 8? Yeah, we got 8 bouquets in yesterday. Today we have 2. It kind of dies down as the days go on because people typically get married on the weekend or have events happen on the weekend, and then they ship their stuff to us over that weekend. So how long does it take? So from us getting the flowers to shipping them back, it takes about 6 to 7 months to get that stuff back. Now, when it comes to drying, that alone takes about a month to do. So that's why it takes, there's a lot more steps that go into it, but that is one reason. Now, I always give this as a reference. I'm gonna be wearing this mask because I'm working with a stuff called Silica, which is in these bins right here. And I can't breathe the stuff in. Having longer exposure to it is really bad for my lungs, so I'm going to be wearing this PPE mask, which is actually good for dust. It's not just for toxic chemicals. So I'm gonna be wearing this. I'm sure I'm gonna be getting some Breaking Bad references. If you want to make a game out of it, you can. Every time, what should I make the game for? Every time someone
asks about Breaking Bad, someone says flowers.
Oh yeah, so anytime that somebody pops in here and asks why I'm wearing the mask or mentions Breaking Bad, what should our code word be that we all comment?
Yeah, it's gotta be flowers. That's funny.
Flowerist. Comment flowerist, okay? Oh, thank you, Joanne. I appreciate that. So let me go ahead, put this on.
Also, this guy Joseph said that if his mom was alive, she would love to watch him.
Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you, Joseph. That's so sweet. Okay. Let me get a new bin. Okay. But yeah, if you see any questions pop up there, Robert, just tell me. Or you can talk to me. Okay, we're going to be using...
Someone immediately, hello, what's the mask for? It looks like rain. I'm going to assume they're already watching.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay. Can you turn on some music? It's so quiet in here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay if you can't.
No, yeah. I got what do you use silica for?
I'm using silica right now to dry these flowers out. So it takes all the moisture out of these roses to where I can pass these in resin and they won't mold, because that's the important thing. Whenever you're working with resin, things can still decompose in the resin. So that's why we have to dry them first. So, great question.
Can you even breathe in there?
Barely. I can barely breathe. Let me tell you what, this is not my favorite thing to wear in the world, but Robert was really pushing me to have healthy lungs, sadly. Ugh, I know. He cares about my health, gosh. So, started wearing this, and honestly, if I don't wear this thing, I will get the biggest headache. And I've seen some people even comment that they've had people, like they've known people that used to work with silica for years that didn't wear a mask and have like lung cancer. So I would prefer not to have lung cancer when I get older.
Jaden asked, what's your favorite flower?
My favorite flower is a peony and butterfly ranunculus. I'll show you guys. I have a peony tattooed on my wrist, and I have butterfly ranunculus on my arm because I love it so much. Peonies were my all-time favorite before doing this line of work, but after doing this line of work, I've learned how much I love butterfly ranunculus. It's so, like, springy, and I love that. I love that little feel, you know?
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this work. I started it in October of 2021 because that's whenever my husband and I, Robert, got married, and I decided that I wanted to preserve some of my own flowers to cut down on some wedding costs. And I preserved some of mine in like a ring holder. Now here's the thing though, whenever I started doing this, I was like, you don't have to dry the flowers. That's not important. They'll be fine. No. All of the ring holders that I made with my flowers had mold in them after about a week. So I ended up having to toss those, sadly. But I did have another company actually preserve my bouquet. And then I was like, wait, okay, so you do have to dry the flowers. I can do this. So I started drying flowers and then preserving them that way. Did a few free jobs for some people. Posted pictures of them and people loved it. And then started booking with me. So, ever since then, I've been doing this as my career.
One thing, how long does it take to finish?
It's from start to finish, it's about 6 months, roughly, depending on how busy we are. For drying, it's about a month.
And then, can you use the silica more than once?
Yeah, somebody asked if can we use the silica more than once? Yes, here's the thing. With silica, you can reheat it, and that's what we end up doing. After 3 uses, we use it 3 times, then we'll reheat it in our oven, and then it's like recharging it. And then once all of that moisture has left the silica beads, then we can start drying again with it. And thank God we can, because it's expensive. This is our next box that we have. What's your favorite flowering tree? Mine is a cherry blossom. Ooh. There's a hydrangea tree. And I love hydrangeas. I think they are so beautiful. So that one's probably my favorite. But I do love a cherry blossom. I don't think I've ever had an order with cherry blossoms though.
Oh, I never thought about flowering trees.
Yeah.
I always think of them in like a little garden.
I know. You always think of them in like candles and stuff. Oh gosh, I'm scared, you guys. Are you worried about allergies? No, I'm going to be wearing this not for allergies, but for the silica dust that's around me. Okay, let's see what this person is getting. This person is getting, oh Lord. I fear that we're not going to have enough. There's no way. This person's getting 4 8x8 blocks in a 4x4 block, Robert. Did you hear me?
What'd you say?
This person's getting 4 8x8s
Oh my gosh.
in a 4x4. Looking at based off of this box, I would not have expected that.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. And again, if you guys are just joining now, because some of you guys got to see this at the beginning, what I'm doing right now is this is literally a box that just came in. So what I'm doing is I am writing this order information on this note card that I can keep up with. And then I'm going to be emailing them a photo of what their block looks like. And then we can start drying.
Coro asks, so customers send you flowers themselves?
Yes, okay, so trying to get some of the silica dust out of here. Sorry. People will ship their flowers to us. Yes, I did spell.
Okay, cool.
People will ship their flowers to us. Okay, so these are overnighted. We do not cover the shipping cost to get the flowers to us. That is required of the customer. If you are out of state, we do work with local people that drop off. But we do cover shipping costs on getting the flowers back to you. Okay, fingers crossed this turns out good. We're gonna see. Okay. We have, sometimes people are I have some people that will literally just throw all of the flowers in a box and let them be. And then there's other people that literally organize every single one of them. And honestly, I kind of like it whenever they organize them. Grandfather's smaller block. So this one is gonna be for the 4x4. Now this is the hard thing. I'm gonna take pictures of this so I can remember this stuff. Okay. I've never seen anybody wrap it in this stuff though. This is interesting.
Oh, like it's almost like the veil kind of material?
Ow! It's like, I don't know. Okay, so my aunt's flowers, a big block. So this one's gonna be for an 8x8. Oh my gosh. I'm scared for some of these. Okay, some of these hydrangeas right here, you can see, did not turn out good. These front ones turned out fine. We can still work with this, okay? These aren't completely out of hope. This is still fine.
Coro asked, do the flowers rot inside the cardboard while it's shipping?
Sometimes. You can just see that one hydrangea kind of started rotting in there. That's why we always tell people to overnight them to us, because the faster you can get them to us, the better. This is going to be for another 8x8 block. I'm trying to keep these all organized, so.
And then Tracy asked if you could incorporate the fabric into the artwork piece.
So yes, like this stuff I can incorporate. If they specifically ask for it. I've included ribbon from somebody's bouquet, invitations. Sometimes when people get married and they've lost like a father or something, they'll have like a little memorial piece that's on their bouquet. I will also include that in there. It's just a matter if they want it in there. Sometimes they don't, and then I just ship it back to them. But I would always prefer people, I would always prefer people take the stuff out that they don't want included in the design. Take it off of their flowers before they send it to me, because then I'm gonna have to keep up with it and make sure I don't lose it. Which doesn't sound like a hard task to do, but sometimes with the amount of stuff that we work with, it can be really tricky to keep up with that stuff. So, so many things. Okay. Yesterday's stream had flowers that looked like they were plucked yesterday, so I thought you guys provided flowers too. No, so we can provide flowers. We have a florist that we work with. If your flowers don't look good, are you gonna help me get the email set up, or are you taking your phone? I just have to do this and you can have your phone back. But those flowers looked really good because their event probably happened a day or two prior, and they kept them in their vase and then they shipped them to us. And they overnighted them to us, which I know is expensive. But it's just a matter of how good you want your stuff to look. So it kind of sucks to pay for it up front, but if these products are going to last forever, so you're going to want them to look really good. I still think that these are going to turn out good. I just have to, there's going to be some flowers I'm not going to be able to use because they are rotting. Flowers received. Paste. Now, for stuff like this where they have note cards, I'm actually going to take a picture of each individual bouquet with the note card. And then I'm going to start drying them. And then I can go back to it for reference whenever I'm designing later on. So this is also a good reason why I take pictures of the flowers, because these flowers probably look different from whenever they ship them to us. So then they're going to see stuff like this and they're going to be like, oh, I didn't expect that. So that way, whenever I'm drawing stuff, obviously I'm not including this, but they might be like, why aren't these as pink as they were originally? And that's because they came to me in this condition.
I don't know if I'm going to say her name right. Lily, she loves your outfit.
Thank you, Lily. That's so sweet. Top is from Zara. Pants are from PacSun, I think. I don't really know. Shoes are Steve Madden, but you can't see my shoes. But these are my favorite tennis shoes that I'm wearing right now. Literally, will die on that hill. That they are comfy, chunky, white tennies that are cute. Big fan. Well, this one's kind of harder to, Autumn, there we go. This one's for a big block for the main girl that ordered them. I'm wondering if these, oops, I guess that one wasn't gonna make it. I have a feeling that these are probably memorial flowers is my guess, because everybody is getting a block. So that's usually what will happen for these bigger orders like this, is these will be memorial flowers that people want to get together, and then they just get their orders all aligned and then they place them. I wonder if it's this girl that I emailed earlier that said that it was for her mom who passed. It's very possible. Okay. But this one says mom, so I don't really know. Ugh. This is so hard to set up. There we go.
And you said it's 4 different bouquets?
Yeah. Kind of. Like, they're all the same bouquet. But it's for 4 different people. And this is grandfather, smaller block. So this is going to be for the 8x8. I mean, 4x4, my bad. We're still going to make them look good, though. Okay, sorry, emailing can take a minute to do. But now we're all good, and now I can actually break this down. Here's your phone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you still going to be joining the live, or are you doing your thing?
Well, I was doing this.
Okay.
Do you want me to be over there with you?
No, you can be right there. That's fine. This is going to be kind of hard without having 4 separate bins, but...
You can do the small bins.
I could do the small bins,
That's
yeah.
probably a better idea.
Robert had a fabulous idea. Instead of using my larger bins, I'm probably going to do all of these in small individual bins. That way I can keep them organized and not stress too hard about this. What am I doing? I'm going to break some of these down and keep little note cards with them while we're doing that. Thank you for saying you love my hair. Thank you so much, you guys. I got it done like 2 months ago. What she did to my hair was magical, honestly. Couldn't have asked for a better hair color and cut. Anyway, we got a rose right here. I'm gonna save a snippet of greenery with that because it's just for a 4x4. It won't have a ton of room. I don't know what this stuff is called, but I see it a lot. So if anybody knows what this is, please comment what it is and help me out because I like that stuff, but I just keep calling it that stuff. This looks like it's a delphinium. Blue delphinium.
I'm going to do my best to say this name.
Oh, did you finish editing the videos? Oh, from early, because you were a part of yesterday's live, and you knew that I was supposed to be working on editing. I clipped some videos together for my short today, which I'm going to be posting on Saturday. So I did clip that together. I still have to do the voiceover for it and do my editing stuff for that. But then I had lunch with my dad for Father's Day. It was a late Father's Day thing. And then Robert right now, if you're talking about the longer form video, Robert is currently editing that right now. So if you hear some weird noises in the background, that's what it is. That's not the music. That's not Brittany, okay? Here we go. This is what, okay, so one person's flowers versus another person's flowers, okay? This is how this flower is supposed to look like. It's kind of peachy, okay? This is how it arrived for the other person. You know what I'm saying? So same box, same shipping, but this is why I always tell people to keep the flowers together because I don't know why, but the flowers that sit in the center of a box and not on the outside always survive and they look so much better versus the ones that sit on the outside of the box. Not outside the box, but are in the outer ring of the box. So, fun facts. Can you also do flowers from a musical theater play if you were to ship them? Yeah, if you have flowers that you like and you want them done and you want them preserved, I don't care what the event is for. I just want to work with pretty flowers. That's the biggest thing for me, okay? I think that would be so cool. There's so much trash. This is stock. That's what we were working with earlier, and I said that it gets all slimy and gross first. I still stand by that statement. There's a brand of cat litter that's pure silica. Ooh. They claim they're dust free, but after watching your last stream where you explained about the mask working with silica, I worry. You know, cat litter's probably different than this stuff. I mean, you can, of course.
If you see like a puff of dust coming at you.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes whenever we put our cat litter out, I'll see some dust from it. But,
I mean, it's good.
but it's cat litter, you know? It's not like, I don't think this stuff is like toxic to breathe in for sure. I don't really know though. Like, I don't know why a company would be using actual silica for a litter box.
I don't know.
Why, are you trying to dry out everything? No, you're just trying to hide it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Look into it. My best advice for you.
Yolanda asked, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing? Are you kind of like imprinting the flowers? Or like forming them the way you want?
Okay. So right now, whenever I clip down flowers, sometimes I take off petals that are going to fall off or that don't look good. Sometimes I will shape the flowers to be a little bit nicer. Obviously, if somebody was getting a tray, I'm going to flatten the flowers out. But right now, sometimes I just take nasty petals off that I know that aren't gonna dry well. So I'll just do that. But we're getting them prepped to put in resin pieces that are like the ones featured behind me, which we have a lot to take out. So we're gonna have to do a live for that one day because I think y'all liked that live that we did where we were taking stuff out of its their molds and stuff. But don't forget, you guys, if you weren't a part of my live yesterday, I was talking about how we are going live tomorrow, probably early, so maybe 10 or so. We're going to be going live and I'm going to be placing orders, and Robert is doing some resin pouring. So I know some of y'all are like, I want to watch you do the resin. So stay tuned for tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow morning. What?
Clara, she subscribed.
Thank you for subscribing, Clara. I think it's probably Clara. I appreciate that. You guys, we finally hit 15K, which I'm so excited about. And I know a lot of that is from my lives because I feel like I've had some lives where I'll end up getting 500 subscribers after it. And I'm so excited about that. I feel like that's something to be proud of. And it's all because of you guys. Okay. I'm keeping all of these in perspective piles. There we go. We have 2 more to cut down, and then we're going to place them in the silica bins, and I'll put this back on.
Sophia subbed as well.
Thank you for subscribing. You guys are helping me out, honestly.
Well, I'm telling you to say their names first.
Oh, Sophia. Thank you, Sophia. Is this my full-time job? Yes, it is, Luke. It is my full-time job. I started doing this as kind of like a side hustle originally, right after I got married. And then I was able to make enough where I can make this as my full-time job. And it is also Robert's full-time job as well. So we love it. At least I love it. I think Robert likes it. I think Robert is fine with it. It's not his dream in life to preserve flowers and resin, but he's a trooper. He helps me out so much. I couldn't do this without him. I think of this one guy on TikTok with a song, don't you?
Oh my god, every time. You have to. It's the one I'm thinking of is where he's in Vegas.
Where he's like in the rain. It's like
yeah, in the rain in Vegas.
Yes. Cinematic.
Just cinematic.
Little too late. Okay, this is another reason why I love ranunculus. It has like these little bulbs. Like this is how it starts out and then it becomes the flower. I really like its little starting bud. It's so cute. Okay. I know it's going to be interesting when we ship these. I hope that they all go in the same box. But we'll see. Time for the last one to take out. Walter Blonde. Kind of. Yeah, I guess so. Wouldn't that be interesting if I was? How are you? I'm good. How are you, Mackenzie? Thank you for asking. I'm good. We're getting close to the end of the day. Oh my gosh, Robert, it is almost 3 o'clock.
It's 2:50.
It is 2:50.
Holy cow.
Oh my gosh, what is the day gone? Hey, whenever you go out there, because obviously you're going to get to go out there before me, definitely ask what she will charge if we do have her for longer for tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you just text her. She probably feels more comfortable with that.
Yeah. Hopefully you felt like you got a lot of stuff done. Feel free to hop in here and say hi to everybody because everybody likes seeing you.
Oh,
Before you hop off, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you selling these? So these flowers, I'm not selling. This is something that someone's already purchased. So they purchased 4 8x8 blocks, which is so much. And I'm so happy that they trust us with their flowers for that. You know what makes me so sad? This is what this one's supposed to look like. And it just doesn't look like that. Not unfortunate, not unfortunate. I'm not gonna even cut this one. This is just too sad to work with. It's already just, it's lost all of its color. So we're not gonna keep that one. I'm still debating on this one. I just am not feeling some of this.
Tracy likes our bookshelves.
Oh, thank you. These bookshelves behind me, you guys, IKEA, okay? Robert's gonna be making some custom bookshelves for us at some point because we need more actual storage space. We are running out of storage space and I don't want to have to pay rent somewhere. So we're going to make this garage work as long as we can, okay? Do they smell nice? Usually they don't. Honestly, the flowers usually smell not amazing. These don't really have a scent to them. The ones before, well, not great.
Nigel asks, do they ever arrive moldy or very unusable?
Yes, I just threw away a flower that was kind of unusable. I feel like I need to save one of these just in case, because somebody's like, can you feature that in there? I'm like, oh gosh, what happens if somebody asks that? Or if this girl asked for it. But yes, I do get flowers that arrive in bad condition and I cannot work with them, which is really unfortunate. But I'll let them know if I can't work with them, like a majority of them. And then we usually, majority of the time, we will just fix that by ordering more flowers to replace those. Okay, can you get a shout out? Yes, Ellen, I gave you a shout out. Ruin our friendship. Okay. She's getting 4 8x8s. What? 1 4x4.
Sorry, some people can watch.
What?
I don't know if you can see it.
No. Did you take it down?
No. I Snapchatted it to you. What the heck?
I can't even look at Snapchat right now, so I'm gonna have to look at it.
No, it's okay. You look at it later.
Somebody said, are you dealing with all the trash that gets cut out? You must have lots of bags to pick up everywhere. Yes, so we go through a lot of trash. We actually have to pay for our trash service at our house. We have now 2 trash bins. One is like for our house and then one is for work. And we fill up the work one every single week to the brim with just boxes and everything under the sun, it feels like. Flower scraps. Sorry, I'm having to mark this bin. Oh! And I also have to rewrite down the number. Okay, what do you need the pink cloth thing? I'm confused. So the pink cloth thing, I don't actually need it. Somebody just, this is how they ship their flowers to me. They just put it wrapped in that. And somebody made a good point, like, can you include that? I'm like, yeah, I can. And so then I started thinking, oh my gosh, what if this person wants me to include it? And I threw it away. So I'm just going to save one, just in case if anybody wants it incorporated in their design. They probably won't, is my guess. But to be more safe than sorry, I'm going to save it, just in case, because somebody made a very valid point. I'm happy you told me to do this, Robert. This is definitely going to be
way easier. Artistry by Elizabeth said, I bet you can predict the floral wedding trends with all that you get to see.
You know what's funny is, like, I don't get a ton of trends, but I see, like, there are certain flowers that I will absolutely see. Like, there's for each season. I guess, you know what, there is kind of trends that I'll see. Like, not last year, but the year before and the year before that, a lot of pampas. The pampas has really died down since then, which I had pampas for my wedding because I was one of those girls that definitely wanted that. But winter bouquets, I always see white and red roses with like pine straw to it and just leatherback fern. It's just, I see a lot of common flowers. A lot of the bouquets look very similar depending on what time of year you get married. I'm putting that in that one as well. What am I doing exactly? I am drying flowers. I guess I have to occasionally repeat myself. I'm drying somebody's, I think these are memorial flowers. I believe they are. So, that is what I am doing. What are you guys doing? I'm just going to put box 2. And this is also going to be a 1. Oh, shoot. I've been marking it on the wrong side. Okay.
Tracy asked if you made the trays in the background.
Yes, we did. So those are some of our orders that are kind of ready. Some of them still have some finishing up things that have to be done. But yes, we did make those trays. And then after I'm done drying these, I will show you guys what those look like. Oh, no.
Reggie asked what occasion are the flowers for?
I think these specifically, this is giving me memorial, personally. It could be wedding. Sometimes I don't know. Not everybody tells me what the occasion is. They'll just place their order and send their flowers to me. So sometimes I'm just guessing what this is for, but based off of the type of order that's been placed, majority of the time, people don't want to get multiple 8x8 blocks for a wedding arrangement. So I have a feeling that this is probably memorial. The one before was definitely a wedding bouquet, though. Can you guys see this puff of silica that is just billowing?
Billowing.
It is billowing.
Oh, all right.
Are you gone?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Oh, I'm going to miss you.
Sorry.
It's okay. Did you already eat all of your lunch?
Yeah. I'll have him work tomorrow.
Okay.
I have you.
I love you too.
Have fun.
I'm drying flowers. What everybody else is thinking. I am not Breaking Bad over here, okay? I'm drying wedding bouquets and memorial arrangements. So, this person just has multiple different blocks for different people. So, I'm separating all of these. We're going to have 5 bins for this one. It's 9 p.m. in South Africa. What time is it there? It is 3 p.m. right now. Chloe's my name. Yes, this person, her name is Chloe. But she has 2 E's in her name. And I'm currently drying Chloe's flowers. Let's see. What different styles and shapes of trays do you have on your website? So we just have this one style of tray, but if you see right here, this is our arch. Then we have bookends. Up here, you can't see, it's a 12 by 12. We have a lot of different like square shapes, rectangles, but trays will always be the same 11 by 14 tray. How would you dry items made of grass? Oh. If you wanted to dry items made of grass, I've heard that you can dehydrate them, is what I've heard from somebody that has joined my live before to give me that info. how fast are these, or how fast do you make them? It's about 6 months from start to finish for us. We dry them for about a month. Then I design them, get them either approved or I have to redesign, which can also like adjust the time frame of when the items will be done. But let's say they approved it right off the bat. Then they go into a casting queue and wait until it's their turn to be casted. And then that can take 2 weeks to cast. And then we have to do final touches and make sure that all items are preserved, because sometimes people get ring holders and posters and we pour them at different times. Tomorrow, can we maybe see some of your wedding flowers? Oh, I think that would be nice. I know that I said that I was thinking about bringing those in here, so I will remember to bring some in here so you can see what those look like. I got married in the fall, so I had more fall colors to my stuff. Why the mask? Because I think it's pretty. Don't you think it's pretty? I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm hilarious. Just kidding. It is because I'm working with this stuff that's called Silica. And I can't breathe it in. I can, but it's not good for me to breathe it in. Thank you. That's so kind of you. The white thing is, so I guess. Okay, so the stuff that I just poured, the white stuff that I just poured, is silica gel. So this is like the stuff like whenever you buy tennis shoes and it has like the little packs that's like, don't eat this stuff. That's what that stuff is. It's just ground up. I have 2 more things to dry for this girl. And then we're done. That one was Chloe's. Yeah, I asked yesterday on your live. I remember you asking that, Nova. Can we use epoxy during hydration period? What do you mean by that? What gives with the mask? What gives with your name? 3 hot margaritas hotmail. The mask is so I don't breathe the stuff in that I'm working with. Cool mask, thank you. I hope you guys like the mask. It's gonna stay. Ugh. Ugh. 8, 9, 8. Okay. What am I doing? I am drying some flowers for somebody that wants to have their stuff preserved in resin. You're kidding me. You guys, 2 more bouquets just arrived. I'm not even kidding. So it looks like I'm going to be in here for a little longer. So don't worry. Oh, so funny. For portrait into box by epoxy, remember what. Yes, the mask is kind of used for health reasons. Not my own personal health reasons, but I guess it kind of is. I just don't want to breathe this stuff in because long-term use of breathing silica in can lead to silicosis, which can lead to things like cancer and not good things. So that's why I wear it. Happy early birthday. My birthday's coming up soon too. I am not going to sing you happy birthday, but I will tell you happy birthday. Do we send parcels to South Africa? We haven't had any orders from South Africa. We have not. I don't know how it would work for you to ship your flowers to us. You would need to contact your local post office and see what the rules and regulations are for shipping flowers and how fast you can get them to us, because sometimes it would be better for you to just dry them yourselves and then ship me the dried flowers, and then I can work with your stuff. Your birthday's in 20 days. Okay, so what day would that be then? I don't want to do the math right now. Tell me when. Maybe we have birthdays that are near each other. Mine's less than 20 days. July 11th. Oh, my brother-in-law, his birthday is July 12th. My birthday is July 2nd. So, any guesses for how old I'll be turning? And should I go live on my birthday? Actually, you know what? I don't know what. Happy birthday to Bertha. But I'm not sure if I'll be working on my birthday or not. I might. August 11th, 26, 24, 28, 23, 26, 26, 39, close. Just kidding. 21, 29, 37, 30, 25. Okay. Ah, and it's your gold birthday. That's exciting. So for those of you guys that I'm guessing I'm going to be turning 30, I will not be turning 30, okay? I'm going to be in my 20s, okay? Don't put me in the 30 jail yet. I don't want to be in 30 yet. I know it would be nice whenever I do, but I don't want to be 30 yet. You're going to be turning 27, Nova. You are a true follower because you know that we've talked about this before, and she is correct, you guys. I'm turning 27 this year. I'll be turning 27, so I'm in my late 20s. 27, yep. Somebody also asked if we ship to Birmingham. Again, I haven't had a lot of international orders. So my best thing for you is either dry your flowers yourself and then see if you can ship them to me. If you can't and you want me to recreate them, I can recreate them and I can ship them to you because we have shipped stuff to Australia before. So what's the difference with that in Birmingham? I feel like we should be able to ship it. Thank you, Nova. You're so sweet. Thank you. I really hope that I keep a youthful look for as long as I can. Bertha, happy birthday. No more. No more. Why am I putting on the mask? Because I just worked with some silica. I need to grab some more orders. If you guys can bear with me, it's going to be an empty live for a second, but I have 2 more bouquets that came in. Can you post some orders such that people can pick out the flowers? Oh, that would be fun. So we kind of have done that before. Hold on. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. So we have done that before where people will send me like a picture of what their bouquet looks like. And I'll do a bouquet recreation where we contact my florist, we get flowers ordered, and then I just make them fresh from there. But like if somebody had an idea where they're like, I want white hydrangeas and I want this and this and this, yes, we can do that. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Thanks. It's really hard to look cute with this mask line that will stay on my face. This will be here for the next half hour easily. It takes a minute for it to go down. Okay. Anyway, so I have 2 more bouquets. I was really hoping Robert would just bring them to the door because he's out there right now. But I need to grab 2 more bouquets and then we get to break those down. Anyway, so me and Mary, why do you wear the mask? So I do wear the mask. Thank you for liking the nails. I wear the mask because I work with silica. I don't want to breathe it in. It is not good for me to breathe it in. It's not good for you to breathe it in. So yeah, that's why I wear the mask. And it's a fashion statement. Come on, you guys love the mask. Let's be real. Happy early birthday. How do you order? So you can actually go to our website. I have a link in the description. You can pick out your items from there. If you're wanting to do something custom, if you're wanting to have like a bouquet recreation, then you can email us and let us know what you want to have recreated. And I can send you an invoice of how much that would cost. And then if you want to proceed with that, then we place the order for the flowers. You place your order for your products. And then when the flowers come in, I'll dry them just like this. And then, yeah, so we get that start. Okay, let me put this up real quick. Do you guys think that you can be patient enough for me to grab the, do you think you can be patient enough for me to grab the 2 bouquets out there? Because if so, stay with me. I have 138 people right now, 151 likes, okay? It will take me literally like a minute and a half to grab this. So do not leave me. We've already lost 30 people. You guys stay with me. Stay with me. I'll be right back. You guys, I'm already back. Let's see. Do I have like 0 people now? Wait, I have 162. That's pretty impressive. How am I doing better with not being in the frame, y'all? Come on. Okay. Okay, here we go. You guys, I'm not the boss of you, but please bear with me here. You guys keep me entertained while I'm working. See, these are the 2 boxes that came in, and I saw that UPS guy walking by, and I said, dang it, we still got to keep working. I know some people ask me what our hours are like. We usually work 9 to 3, but as you can see, it's 3:15. I just got 2 more bouquets in, so I will probably not be done until closer to 4 today. So we're going to open up these boxes, see what these people are getting, and I need to email them as well. Amazing, curious about the flowers that are shipped. Yes, if you guys, this is gonna be like live reaction for real. I love the flower over there. I'm Mr. Blonde. I'm not on live anymore, sadly. Robert, did you hear me? Literally 2 more bouquets came in. So now I get to email them. I don't know how, hopefully these flowers look good. Ow, ow, ow. I might have to use the iPad to email them. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Okay. My neck is killing me. Here we go. 2. When did you even do that video? What video are you talking about? If you're talking about recording this stuff, I'm not recording me drawing these today just because, ooh, okay. Well, thankfully, this person already wrote down their order for me. Okay, we've got 2 more. I just joined you. What are you unpacking? So these people, I'm happy you've joined us now. These people shipped me, I'm guessing, wedding flowers. We have, it could be memorial flowers. It could be wedding flowers. It could be flowers that people just really want to have preserved. Either way, people sent me flowers, and I'm going to be breaking them down and drying them so that way we can, preserve them in resin later, which is so exciting. Okay. Oh, Lord, have mercy. And what I'm doing right now too, for those who don't know, I'm writing down the order information because I use these cards to keep up with where these orders are going. Now this person is getting our bluebell frame, which I always get excited to see people ordering our frame pieces because they are our newest addition to our website and they are my favorite items, which Robert, we have got to get the frames done for the bluebell piece that we have here and for the dahlia so I can take pictures. And that way I can also just hang them up in the house because I love them. This person's getting the bluebell frame with the white oak. And then they're getting 4 ring holders with gold leaf and then 3 without. So 4 ring holders with gold flake and then 3 plain ring holders. Their order number is, okay. And then I just need to email them. Somebody said, okay, let's do the cover the basics. Masks, thank you, Tracy. I want to pin this. Can I pin this? Pin the message, boom. It's pinned. Thank you, Tracy. This is actually going to save me from repeating myself a million times. I can already feel the moisture in this box, so I'm a little scared. This looks good so far, okay? It looks like we have wax flowers. I am curious. I think that okay, so I've seen florists do this trick where if you put certain flowers in a vase with colored water, the flower will start taking that color. Because I've never seen wax flowers this color before, but it looks artificial, so I bet you good money they probably did that, which I think is pretty cool. But here's the first good bit. Are you actually reading what we write? Oh wait, did this person not read it? Well, hold on a second. String flowers. Yes, there we go. Do the colors bleed into the resin? The colors bleed into the resin if they are sprayed. Now, this is gonna actually be a good example of something that might happen. So, yeah, this was spray painted. So this was spray painted blue. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie, because people are, there's been a person that before that we've had where we had preserved it and some of the spray paint bled through in the resin a little bit. So a little worried about that. We'll address it down the road. We're gonna see. We might spray it with something to try and keep that from happening, because the first time we had to deal with that, it was kind of crazy. But I think the color scheme is kind of cute. I like the blues and the pinks together. I think that's cute. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, you guys. I wasn't even looking at the full bouquet. They just put extra flowers on top. This is the bouquet. I think the blue is like, it's fun to have a touch of color in there. But this is my favorite. This is Protein. Thank you, Hans, for joining. Oh my gosh, Hans, I haven't even, Robert said hi to Hans. I was like, that seems so familiar. I see your picture. I remember you. Welcome back, buddy. We have been out for a minute. Literally a whole week we were out. But now we're back, and I'm happy to have you back. As a gardener, I find it awkwardly unnatural. See, I can understand that. I can understand it. I think that I can understand some people have color schemes that they really want to have. So, if they're happy with it, then I'm happy with it. I'm hoping that it turns out good. Because sometimes when I dry the flowers and they're not, like it's natural color, it just looks different. You know, like it just stands out in a way where I'm like, that's the first thing that I see. Okay, I need to get, I gotta get our iPad, take a picture of this, email them, let them know that we have their stuff. Then we'll start drying this bouquet, and then we'll dry the next one, and then we should be done with our day. Best way to. Okay, I literally was charging this all night, and it's dead. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, that's because it wasn't even plugged in. Amazing. Let me see. Is this one my phone tracker? Can I have your phone? Thank you. You're the best. There's one more bouquet to take a picture of. It's right here.
You don't have to be.
Okay. Look at Robert being literally the savior. Thank God he's watching the live, because that always stresses me out. I lost my shears, you guys. Whatever, I'm just gonna have to grab new ones. That's fine. Hi from Wisconsin Rapids. Today I asked once before. I got an answer, but I don't remember. Thank you for asking some questions. I appreciate that. I'm not really a scientist, but the mask definitely makes me look like a scientist for sure. I think this is going to turn out really great. There's so many flowers to go through right now. Okay, the flowers really beautiful. Okay, what's your favorite? Thankfully, Robert just texted me a picture of these. Ooh, okay. You guys, I like this one. This is a dahlia. So pretty. Love that. Now, since this person is getting our bluebell frame, it's not necessarily our clear tray where things have to be flat, but since it is a frame piece, I do want to flatten it out a little more. Because again, if it's gonna be hung on a wall, I don't want the frame to be like just jutting off the wall. Crazy. So, we're gonna be doing this. We have this, and then we also have a bunch of ring holders to be preparing for. I will not need all of these flowers. I can tell you that right now. But again, I always appreciate it when people send me more than less. I get so scared when I have the smallest amount of flowers in a big order because I'm like, I don't think I can do this. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Hensley, there you go. There's a shout out now. Hensley, if you don't subscribe, you gotta subscribe because I just gave you a shout out. Okay, I was just saying earlier how we finally have hit 15K. I've been doing this for like a year. I've only been posting shorts, but more recently I've been going on live, and I feel like I've gained a great community of people by going on live. So I'm trying to continue this. Thank you for subscribing. That's so kind of you. Okay. What am I making? So this one's going to be a bluebell frame. I wish I had a picture of what the bluebell frame looks like, but I was just saying before, Robert has got to make the actual frame for the block that we have, our example block, because here's the thing. When we add new items to our website, I need to have an example of it. So we have blocks all over our house, and that's just because those are the ones that I've used for our website. Okay, so like you're done in a complete drying and grab the spray sealant. Yeah, so like we might do a sealant on like these blue flowers just in case so they don't bleed through. We don't typically do a sealant on the flowers. They usually are pretty solid on their own and they don't need it. But just to make sure that this flower doesn't bleed through in the resin, we might do that. It's just so vibrant, you know, I just don't want that to just go all over the place. Okay, so this is the Pro Tea that I was talking about being my favorite. Hey, Brooke, welcome back. I was literally saying yesterday how I wasn't probably going to go live at all today, but here I am going live because I love going live now, especially because I know some of you guys now. Brooke and I are besties, okay? Robert has his besties on here. I have my own besties, okay? Which, Hans, I still think that we're pretty great, but you and Robert are closer for sure. You guys are him, and, you know, we haven't seen Sirius in a hot minute. We're going to have to see where he is. He's just disappeared off the face of the earth. Oh, hi, new subscriber. Thank you for joining, Tina. I appreciate that. We always appreciate a new subscriber every time we get one. Now, I've posed this question before, but I've been thinking about it more and more lately. Robert and I keep going back and forth whether or not we need to keep our channel page listed as Wildflower Preservation, which is the name of my business, of course, or if we should change it to be like Robert and Callie, where it's like us doing work stuff together, but we can also, I don't really know. I feel like Wildflower makes sense because we do a lot of our work content on here. So there's that, but then also I'm like, well, do people know who I am? Because my channel is not my name, you know? So what do you guys think? How long does it take to complete each order? It takes about 6 months. Right now we have had so many orders. So some of the orders that we're getting out are kind of pushing the 7-month mark. But we really try, we definitely do it under a year. I know that there are some flower preservationists that absolutely wait a year to get their stuff done. I don't want to wait that long. I don't want to have somebody's stuff for that long. That gives me too much anxiety, okay? Okay. Okay, let's see. Gotta put your name first, though. Oh, thank you, Robert. Callie and Robert. I know I always say Robert and Callie because that just feels right. Let's see what other people think. I think you need to keep it for now. You can always create a second channel for different content that doesn't fit. Okay, yeah, that's okay. So this is why you and Robert are besties, Hans, because Robert has been telling me, like, we were literally just having a conversation last night about having separate content or channels for different types of content. Because I was like, I think it'd be fun to do a react video where I'm like looking at other people's stuff and I don't know. I think that stuff is fun to watch. I'm like, maybe it might be fun to make, but he's like, you can't do that on this channel. That's not what we're about. So I don't know. I don't know anything about YouTube. I'm learning slowly, okay? Slowly but surely we are learning. I like the second channel. See, there's Robert going. Maybe you should make a second channel as well. That's what Robert was saying. I did not realize this is such a common thing that people do, is make multiple channels. To me, I'm like, why wouldn't you want to watch all of their content on one channel? But that's just me being an old person, I guess, that doesn't understand what's hip these days. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Is it Lyron? I'm doing my best to try and keep up with the names, you guys. I'm trying, okay? But thank you for subscribing. Okay. Is there any way I send a seeded dandelion? Okay, so with the dandelions, I have not done a dandelion. So I would hate for you to send it and I not be able to preserve it right. So maybe don't fully rely on me on that one, okay? I'm afraid dandelions are so tedious, even outside. A gust of wind and they're gone, okay? I would hate for you to send it in. I'm like, yeah, I can do it. And then I figure out quite quickly that I can't do it. So I need to practice on that first. Oh, thank you, Ruth, for subscribing. Y'all, with the subscribing rate, who knows? We might hit 16 soon. What do you think is going to be like? What should be my first milestone really hitting with subscribers, do you think? That is like actually important, where you're like, no, you should be proud of that. Because I mean, I'm still proud of what I've got right now. But, you know, I just want to know. Brecken, I kind of like your name. It's kind of cool. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, new subscriber, so cool. Subscribe right now. Thank you, everybody. But yes, I want to have some goals set up. I want to have things where it's like, hey, if I tell people this on the street, you know, can I brag yet about how many subscribers I have, or is that not cool? Do I have to wait until I hit 100,000 to be like, you know, subtle brag of I've got 100K? I don't know. I would love to know. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, Tay. It's very kind. Do you work with flowers? That's pretty much all I work with, honestly. You guys, you should see the mess that this table has become. There's so many flowers everywhere. Okay, are there different subscriber brackets on YouTube where you get paid for different rights? I don't know. I don't know. I literally don't know anything. Robert's like, we just got to go into YouTube. I'm like, okay. I'm literally running into this blind. Not a clue. I'm sure there probably is. I know that they send plaques to people for hitting certain subscribers. So when I hit 100K, then maybe I'll get a plaque. We'll see. And it's not if, it's when, because it's going to happen, you guys. And I'm going to be so proud to carry you guys along with me for that. That will be so cool. Okay, what are you making? Looks interesting. This person's going to be getting a tray from us. They're getting, not a tray, what am I saying? A framed piece. They're getting our bluebell frame piece. So we've got to get a good amount of flowers, and they're also getting 7 ring holders. So there's a lot of smaller things that I need to be drying for that. Because sadly, this rose is not going to fit in a ring holder. It's just, it's just not going to work. You're at 13.3. That means that I have gained 300 followers probably from this live. That is so awesome. I'm so excited. We're getting close, okay? Jesse, give you reasons to stay. We're doing cool stuff, okay? Is this the first bouquet? No, we actually dried 2 other arrangements not too long ago, and I thought I was done with work, but I'm not done with work. This is actually how my day typically goes for, like, it's usually a Tuesday that this happens, but this Wednesday it's just happened, and this is how the cookie is crumbling, where I thought I was done, and then right as I was finishing up with the bouquet, 2 more came in. So this is going to be the first of the other 2 that we're working on. Hold on one second. We've got 3 of those, 3 of these. I need 1 more white rose. Yeah, I like this one. Where can I buy your flowers? So we don't sell flowers, but we do sell products made with flowers. What you end up doing is that you either have really nice flowers that you want preserved, send them to us, or we can actually recreate some stuff for you too, where you just send us a photo of what you want recreated, and then we'll contact our florist and we'll order those flowers for you, and then we'll preserve them as if they were a part of your special day, the day of, which is pretty cool. If someone sends artificial flowers, how long would it take to do bookends? So again, if somebody sends me artificial flowers versus like this stuff, obviously I don't have to dry them, which does cut down on some time. But the important thing is that takes a long time, is just getting molds available. So it might take a month off of that. So it might be 5 months or 6 months rather than 6 or 7 months to get it done. It kind of just depends. But also, like, we have some orders that we're going to be starting here soon that we just got in May. But then we have some that were May orders that I haven't even designed yet, because it's just literally all over the place. We are crazy, crazy busy season right now. So it's just kind of all up and down and all around, as you can imagine. I think I have enough. I'm going to say I have enough. Ah! Ah! Okay. Here we go. I know I said this is probably enough, and here I am frantically cutting more, but it's because my brain's like, it's not enough, you have to dry more. So I get anxious about that. And then whenever I go through it, I end up having way too much. But again, I would rather have more than not enough. Okay, that's probably good. That's good. Not probably good, that is good. Okay, she's close to Nashville. I am kind of close to Nashville. I am actually in Chattanooga. Chattanooga is 2 hours from Nashville. It's 2 hours from Atlanta. It's an hour and a half from Knoxville. We are like the central hub for the big Georgia, Tennessee cities. I love your flowers on your top shelf behind you. Those are really pretty. We got white roses, red roses, like a dark purple ranunculus in there, white hydrangeas, some seeded eucalyptus. Pretty stuff. I like it. I like how you can see that. Chattanooga Choo Choo, that's right. Anybody here from Chattanooga knows that there's the Chattanooga Choo Choo, which is a hotel that is train themed, kind of. Like you can stay in like train cars, which is kind of fun. How far is it from the Czech Republic? Probably far. I don't know exactly where, but we are in Tennessee, at the bottom of Tennessee, which is in the south of North America. Okay. Bluebell frame. My favorite one is the one on the second shelf towards the trash can. This one? Or wait, 1, 2, probably this one. That one has calla lilies in it. I can, again, once I finish drying all of these, I will show you guys some of the stuff so you can see the final result rather than just seeing me dry stuff. Okay, here we go. For those that are now joining, it's time for the mask, which just means I'm protecting my lungs. So, Sierra, thank you. You love my hairstyle. I like this hairstyle too. It keeps my hair out of my face, and I think it's kind of cute. You like my voice? That's also so kind. You know what's a funny little story about my voice is when Robert and I, if you guys know Robert, he works with me. He's my husband. When we went on our first date, the crowd favorite, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Hans. He is the crowd favorite. Which Hans, we are going live tomorrow. And he's going to be doing resin. I'm going to be placing orders. So make sure you put in your notifications so that way you can see Robert again. You'll actually see him tomorrow. Anyway, whenever Robert and I went on our first date, he didn't tell me this until after our first date. Actually, after we were together for probably a year. He told me that my voice was a lot deeper than he expected it to be. So there was that. I was like, I'm kind of offended. I'm like, do I need to start talking higher? Like, do I sound, I don't know. He told me that and I got so in my head. And he was like, no, it's not a bad thing. I just, you just look like you have a higher voice. I was like, okay, thank you. Why are you telling us? Because I want you guys to know me. Oh my gosh. You got a little Kristen Bell vibe. Thank you. I think Kristen Bell's pretty chill. I don't mind her, but I will tell you, Robert is not a Dax Shepherd, okay? He does not have that vibe. Can you guys see what I'm doing right here? So since this person, I mentioned this before, but I'm going to repeat myself. This person is getting our bluebell frame, which is going to be a little more flat. So I am flattening out the flowers, and I'm going to be using my silica, the weight of the silica, to try and flatten it out a little more. So I'm going to be pressing down on the flower and then pouring the silica on top of my hand while I'm pressing it down, which helps with that process. Okay. Very funny. Like the lady from Fairness who speaks deeply. Apparently, I guess my voice was just really, I don't really know. He told me it and I was immediately like, oh my God, what is my voice? Okay, it's a crazy weird thing, but males having higher voices than normal and women having deeper voices. Yeah, I guess, you know what, it probably is because of like movies and stuff where guys always talk so deep and mysterious and women have to be like younger and have higher pitched voices, and it's just like, that just is not, that's not me apparently. Okay, is Robert my cousin? No, Robert is my husband. That would be crazy if we were cousins, because he literally he's from the other side of the country. Okay, he was born in Washington and I was born in Nashville. So, and he also, his family, I don't know, We are not cousins, I will tell you that. No, I'm her husband. Thank you, Robert. Robert's in the comments. Robert's coming after you. And also, if you guys look at us, somebody made a comment. They're like, siblings or dating. First off, we're married, 1. 2, we look nothing alike at all. Just because the blonde in my hair is fake, okay? Shocking, I know. I paid for the blonde. Robert was just born that way, okay? He will never have to know what an expensive hair bill looks like. That son of a bitch. You like my videos and shorts? Thank you. I put a lot of effort into them. I hate to admit it, but I wish that I could edit those in like an hour. It takes me about 3 to 4 hours to edit those videos, and it makes me so sad when they don't do as well. And I really don't understand what takes off, what doesn't. But it makes me really happy to see that people find them entertaining enough, because I'd be putting the work in. Let me tell you what, I'd be putting that work in. I know, it is crazy. Oh, also, what I'm doing, go ahead and click on Tracy Cole's comment. You can figure out what I'm doing, why I'm wearing the mask. It is very simple, straightforward. I'm drying people's wedding flowers. You listen to Shine Bright Like a Diamond. It's a really good song. That's the one. I said, I like your shorts. That's my sister. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Nova and Aura. I love that. Okay, Slay. We got some sisters in here. We love. Thank you so much. I know. I listened to playlists that were popular in like I don't know, is that called the mid-2000s right now? It was 2010, 2012 was my era for music, honestly. Okay. We've got the wax flowers going in. Ah. She's annoying. At first I thought you were talking about me. I got so scared. I was like, Nova, no, don't hate me. But listen, you may think your sister's annoying. I don't know how old you guys are, but my sister is my bestie. We just like this. We love each other. But we hated each other in high school. Hated each other. Couldn't stand each other. But here we are now, just always talk. We talk to each other, and Robert can attest to this. We talk to each other on the phone minimum 1 time a day for at least an hour. Have you ever listened to Michael Jackson's song, Beat It, by, and Billie Jean? Yes, I actually did. Okay, 10, 11. You guys have some years to love each other, then you might hate each other, but then you guys are going to love each other again. That's just how it goes, okay? This is going to take 2 bends. Okay, 618, box 2. What's going on here? Thank you for liking my nails. I'm drying somebody's, I think these are wedding flowers. They're flowers. That's what I am doing. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yeah, those songs are really good. They are. I thought you were... Oh, could you imagine, Matt, if that's actually what was going on here? 1, that would be insane. Okay, if I was doing that, why would I go on live? That's so incriminating. No. We're working with Silica, and the reason I'm having to wear this good old Breaking Bad mask is because I can't breathe this stuff in. So... I will not be cooking anything on this channel. No, 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 no. We will be only drying flowers. It's because she's a flowerist. Thank you, Robert. Like a florist, but a flowerer. Jesse, we have to cook. Somebody cooked here. Robert and I say this all the time. Someone cooked here. We do love Breaking Bad, though. That is one of our favorite shows. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, which Nova and Aura, don't watch it. You're not old enough. But it's a great show. Crazy show, but great. But it did not influence me to do this for a living. What's going on? What's going on? I'm just dry and stuff, you guys. I like your work. Thank you. Thank you. I always appreciate the love. Sometimes, here's the hard thing about owning a business sometimes, is making products for people. Typically, people that like their stuff, they don't tell you they like it. They just like it, and then they don't say anything to you, and then you're like, okay, well, I hope they like it. But then the people that hate it will absolutely tell you they hate it. So we've had some of those, which is kind of hard to deal with mentally, to have to hear that sometimes, but it's a part of the job. So here's to say, if you ever make an order with somebody that is a small business and you like your stuff after you get it, 1, leave a review, but 2, tell them you like it, because they want to hear it. I promise you that they do. They worked really hard. Okay, that one is done. %, approval rate is impossible. It is so impossible. It is, but for somebody that is like a perfectionist like me and Robert, it is so hard to hear when people don't like the stuff, because you work so hard to keep people happy. But like you said, it's impossible. Ugh. Okay. We are on to the next order. Nothing is impossible. That is impossible. Okay. Not to ruin your dreams, Aura, but when it comes to owning a small business, I think it's quite literally, I could do a backflip. Somebody could be like, I need you to do a cartwheel, and I'd be like, well, you know what? Let me do a backflip for you. Some people will love it, and some people will be like, I hated that backflip. It made my day horrible. Like, okay. I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't even write this person's email. I need to write his email down. Okay. Remember to take a photo of the, well, I'm charging the iPad right now, Robert. I put it on the charger. I put it on the charger yesterday, but I guess it got unplugged from the block for some reason, and it was completely dead. So I'm hoping that the time that it took me to dry that one bouquet, that it has somewhat of a charge. If it does, then I'll just email them through the iPad. It has some of my favorite flowers in here. Eee! So excited. So excited. Okay. Okay, can we be besties? Listen, Hans will absolutely clock y'all. So be on good behavior, because y'all don't want to be on our bad side. I have him as a mod for a reason. Him and Robert. They're my stands right now. Okay, here's one of my favorite flowers ever. This is a peony. I also love the bottom of peonies. I think that they're so perfect. I love your Caesar salad ranch dressing accent. That is so, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I never had my accent be compared to 2 dressings at once. But thank you. Not a problem. This is hydrangeas. I need to look up what this person got. Okay, so we have anemones in here, and these have the hardest time shipping. I'm actually laughing right now. No, sometimes people are wild with, I'm not even sure if it, like, they are like, it's a compliment. I'm like, if someone said that your voice sounded like ranch dressing and Caesar salad at the same time, first off, they are two completely different dressings with two completely different vibes. Am I the good part of Caesar salad, or am I the worst part of ranch? I don't really know. But thank you. I will take a compliment when I can get one. How could the white flowers, how could you get the white flowers more vibrant? Honestly, the white flowers, they have a hard time staying vibrant. That's the problem with them. These are really pretty though. Ooh, I love them. Some people do color correction. We haven't done color correction, or we have before. I'm not super duper confident in it, so I don't really offer it. We've got orchids in here as well. People love orchids. Ow, son of a gun. I have no idea who you are, but you're super pretty. Aw, that's so sweet, Kelsey. And you seem like a laid back person. I try to be a laid back person. Okay, Robert might have a different opinion, because honestly, I am a stressed out person is what I am, but doing this part of my job sometimes mellows me. It's very therapeutic. There's some orchids. What is the style of drying where they place it flat between? Okay, so that's going to be pressing. I'm not sure about glass, but I have seen people press with, you use flower paper, or you use this type of paper, pressing paper, I guess, where you press flowers in between it, and it soaks the moisture. That was really hard to say. It soaks up the moisture out of the flowers. So that's what pressing is. People will do pressing, and they'll put the flowers in glass after they press them. So they have to press them first, and then they place them in glass. They don't just immediately place them and press them in glass. Fun facts. Okay, so here's a part. This is the sad part with peonies. This is a peony as well that literally fell apart, but thankfully we have some that survived. Okay, looks like the rest of those flowers are pretty gross. I need to look this up. Okay. I literally love white flowers. So pretty. They are super pretty. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. We're gonna take you off this. We're gonna go to the other side of the room right now because I have to look up this person's order. I need to write it on a card. It looks like we're FaceTiming right now. You guys are pretty much like my sister right now. This is what she sees every time that we FaceTime. Oh, I guess I could look and see if the iPad is charged. But I'm already here. Hi, sister, literally. A little field trip, and you guys can see my light set up, or else it would be really dark. Oh, okay. Here we go. Maybe it's right here. What is that? It's silica gel, which is not the same as silica sand. Sand is a chemically... Oh, interesting. I think then I will need to start correcting myself because we do work with silica gel. I call it silica sand. Now, the reason I call it silica sand is because it literally has the texture of sand. I'm struggling right now, actually. Robert, I'm struggling right now. I don't know how to get to our... What exactly is your job? I watched your lives before, came across your live. Oh, thank you. My job is to... There we go, found it. I preserve flowers in resin. And you know what? While I'm sitting right here, because I already told you guys that I was going to show you some of our products. People will send me wedding flowers, memorial flowers, flowers that were special to them, whatever. They send them to me, and then we preserve them in resin. So if you can see this, this is an 8x8 block. It's still in its mold. I still have to take it out of its mold, but that is an example of what we do. 4, 6, 3. Perfect. I found the order. You're so inspiring. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's fire. Thank you. I have never visited India. I probably won't, just because I literally have some pretty terrible traveler's anxiety, not gonna lie. Robert and I should be going to Hawaii at some point this year, and I am freaking out about it. I've been to Hawaii and I love it. It's my favorite place in the entire world, but I hate traveling. My dream travel day is to be horse tranquilized and then wake up in the place that we're supposed to be, because I hate traveling. Okay. This girl is going to be getting a clear tray, a set of coasters, and a ring holder, and she's getting one of all of those. And she is from Texas. Okay. I feel like I've heard of this girl before. Maybe we've done an order for her before. I don't know. Occasionally we will get reoccurring customers, which is always so cool. Her name sounds very familiar. Okay. Now that is done, I'm taking you guys back. We're going back to the pretty lights. Okay. Here we go. But this is important for me to, oh shoot, I didn't take a picture. I guess I need to look and see if the iPad is charged. My name is not Alexis. No, I've been married once, and that's to Robert, and my name is Callie, okay? Okay. Let me see if this iPad is charged up. Yes, it is. We will work with it. You guys, I'm about to look like a little grandma taking a picture with an iPad. Like, I'm like a mom right now. Oh, I am a mom, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, here we go. Select all, copy, new one. Okay, go back. Go back. I don't know how to do this. Ah! Okay. Ah, I don't know how to do this. Get me out of here. Get me out. I just want to send a freaking email. Come on. I hate working on this. How many kids do you have? I have one. I have one kid. Is 4 where you are and it's 3 where I am. That's cool. Yes, I do have one, and he is literally the best child in the world. Love him. Okay, I'm just gonna take a picture of the flowers, and then we're gonna deal with the email later, because that is frustrating to deal with. Hi, I'm Reese from the UK. Me and my twin are watching, but you're beautiful, and the flowers in the back are beautiful. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. You know, I have a bunch of kind people on here today, and I appreciate all the kind words. Yesterday was not the same, which kind of put me in a little rut. I try not to get in ruts about that stuff, but occasionally it does happen because, again, I am a person. So thank you all for being super kind, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, because we're here. I try and go, I love going live. I think it's a good old time, okay? This is gonna be so hard to take a picture with. Hold on. I'm literally gonna be using my nose. Okay. Did you guys see that? I took a picture with my nose. Hi, Anita. Okay. Look at this. Robert is trying to make sure that I don't have a bad day. Taking out the people that are rude. Thank you, hun. I love that. But yes, I should not let those people get in my head because, listen, some people are out here just trolling and that's all they want to do. We can't give them the power, okay? Do you have anything using resin and human ashes? I have had people ask me before if I can incorporate that into their resin pieces, which technically I can. I haven't done it before. I don't know how it would react with the resin. I think it would be fine. It just might not look super crystal clear. So I haven't done that yet, but, and I don't know if if I'm comfortable with trying it out, because that is like a big deal, you know. Flowers are a big deal, but like someone's like actual remains is a little out of my scope. Okay, love you too, my Jan loves you, and my Jan and my love. Oh, well, you guys are so kind. What am I up to? I'm just finishing out my resin day, you guys. This is all I do all day during the week. Working 9 to 3, but it looks like today we're going to be working 9 to almost 5. I'm going to try and finish this up faster. Ooh, look at these. These are so pretty. I have to remember the names of these. One of my favorite ones, though. I love your content. Thank you. I'm going to try and keep it up. I really do like engaging with you all. Keeping this up. It is really cool. It's something that I've actually like become super passionate about this past year, I feel like. Exactly. You got it right. Nova. Listen to Nova. She gets it. People just need to remember that stuff. Sometimes they forget. You have a flower business. I have a flower preservation business, so kind of. I'm not a florist or a flowerist, as some may say, Robert. But people will ship their flowers to me and then I will preserve them in resin for them. What is this person getting again? Okay. They are getting a clear tray. They are getting 4 coasters. They are getting a ring holder. What's my name, by the way? It's Cali. It's Kali. So it's kind of like California, or like the Indian god Kali. People forget about that. But I went to Disney last week, and there's a ride called the Kali River Rapids. And some people still in Disney pronounce my name wrong. They're like, Kaylee? I'm like, no, it's Kali. Y'all have a ride. For all the Disney buffs out there, I feel like they should be able to pronounce my name. You know, the true Disney lovers. California. It's like California, but with a K. Yeah, I'm from India. So you understand how to pronounce or spell Cali, okay? You get it. Apparently some people here don't get it, okay? Some people just don't understand. Okay, I have enough blue hydrangeas. I don't need to preserve those. Those are good. I think I probably have enough peonies as well, but I'm gonna keep some of them. Okay. From Romania. Welcome from Romania. That's so cool. Always love international people. Always love people that are in the States as well. Don't get me wrong, but it's crazy to see how far we can go in just one day. I've traveled to Romania and I've traveled to India and South Africa today, technically, with the people that have been on here. Kind of crazy to think. Here we go. We are getting through this. I have got to be more organized with cutting these flowers. Oh my gosh, I have lost that. How old are you? I was just saying earlier, I will be turning 27 this upcoming month. How many days away is my birthday? I can't even remember. My birthday's in like 2 weeks. Have you ever kept unused dried flowers from other orders? So occasionally, yes, if it's a very popular flower, they already have their stuff. I do let people know ahead of time that whatever flowers they send to us that we don't use, we will not ship back because they just won't last through the shipping process. They're gonna crumble with the weight of our products, and the point of this anyway is just to have your flowers preserved in resin so they can last and look beautiful forever. So occasionally I will save some stuff. Like today I had some baby's breath that I needed, and an order that we've already finished up that has been shipped out and is all good. They had baby's breath, they didn't need it, they already got all their stuff preserved, so I did save some of that, which honestly super helpful to be able to have that stuff. And yeah, and I really don't think the people mind, because if they did, then they just wouldn't send as many flowers to me. No way, my birthday's in 9 days, but much older. Hans, that is so exciting. We are Cancer queens, or dare I say king for you. Which is, we always get the hardest rep, honestly, for our birthday, for the zodiac sign. But happy early birthday. Hopefully we'll see you on live for your birthday. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I need to take more flowers out of their bin so I have more silica. Thank you, you too. Thank you for the early birthday wishes. My birthday is July 2nd. I was supposed to be born on July 4th, but my doctor went on a skiing trip, so I was born early. I made an early appearance. My early birthday, yours is on the 6th. Ah, look at all of us. July babies unite. That's a funny story. Yeah, it's crazy. But hey, honestly, now here's the thing. I hated my birthday as a child. I did. You were born 2 months early. I hated my birthday as a kid because I always wanted to have like the birthday parties in class. I always thought that was so fun. Everybody got to bring cupcakes and everybody celebrated them, and they did nothing for the summer birthdays. They're like, you have summer to celebrate. And on top of it, my birthday is literally 2 days from Labor Day here in the U.S. So, or not Labor Day, what am I saying? Independence Day, which is our 4th of July, fireworks, amazing stuff. Anyway, everybody's always on vacation for the 4th, or they're on the lake, so nobody came to my birthday parties as a kid, which was so sad. Honestly. Oh. For those of you wondering, this is the bag that we get our silica in. It is 20 kilograms, which is about, it's almost 50 pounds. My daughter was born 6 weeks early. That wasn't fun. But she still teases her cousins because she beat them. They were supposed to be born after her. I can see how that would not be a fun time, having your child 6 weeks early. That's actually really scary. But it's like, it's better in the future when everything is all right and the stress. Was she your first? Or, because if she was your first, oh my gosh, the stress, even more stress, let me tell you. She was under 4 pounds. She's 17 now, smart and beautiful. Aw. That's crazy that she was under 4 pounds. Wow. My son, he was, hold on. He was 6 pounds and 13 ounces. But he was only born 3 days before his due date. So it was not scary, anything like that. I bet she was in the NICU. She's our first. Our second came 10 days late. Oh my gosh. So you had stress both ways, honestly. One, it being your first child, that's so scary. having your first child be born 6 weeks early. That's crazy. But then the other one, like you're supposed to, I guess 10 days isn't too bad, but I've heard that you're not really supposed to go past 41 weeks. So I guess both versions, second was about 9. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Robert is chiming in here. Thank you, Robert, for picking up on my slack. There we go. I was born 2 pounds something, 2 months early. Oh my gosh. That is so crazy. Like, it's so good to see that people do okay after being born so early. Like, grown later, but golly. Our neighbors across the street, they have twins. And they were born like a month early, I think, or something like that. So not 6 weeks, but they were, obviously they're twins, so they were going to be born early anyway. Eight months early. Is that even possible? I was born at 29 weeks. Dang. That's insane. That is actually crazy. For those who don't know about children and how many weeks you're supposed to be born, you're supposed to be born at 40 weeks. So 29 weeks is wild. That's crazy. Right now I'm putting on some of the top flowers, which is going to be anemones, orchids, all the things that's super like thin and dainty. They need to go on very top. We're going to do that, and then I'm going to put some greenery on top of that. And then this bin is done, and that means that I'm done drying. So then I'll show you quickly some of our orders that we are getting ready to ship out. 14 pounds when you were 41 weeks. Good Lord. Bless your mother. Gosh, I thought our son was heavy whenever we had him. But then he was like 6 pounds, 13 ounces. I was like, oh, okay, just kidding. He was like average, I guess, for a baby. But my back said otherwise. My back was dying at the end of pregnancy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I was the biggest baby in the hospital. I've heard when people have really big babies, all the nurses want to see the big babies. See what they look like. See how much pain they put their mother through. I think I was the biggest out of my siblings. I was like 8 pounds and something. I cannot remember. Okay. I'm from Albania and I love your content. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Do you like the lives? Do you like the videos, the shorts? Do you follow me on TikTok and Instagram? Because if you don't, do it. Do it. How many do we do a year? That's a great question. It really varies. But previous years, we've worked with probably like close to 300, maybe a little more. Just the past month and a half, we've definitely worked with probably 120. Easily 120 arrangements. So it can be a lot. Okay. For my new baby cousin. That's so cute. Hey, my middle name is Jordan. That's fun. Okay. I'm the oldest of 5 and I'm 16. Hey. It's hard being the oldest sometimes. I'm one of the oldest and I have 4 younger siblings and 1 older sister. So, but my parents got divorced, so they were split up amongst them. I've got a lot of family. Clear tray. 4 coasters. and a ring holder. Okay, cleaning this up, having that done. I'm gonna have to email these people at some point when I get off the phone here. We have been online for 2 hours now. God bless. Okay. I promise you guys, I'm gonna follow through with my promises. I will show you. I have to throw some of these flowers away. But I'm gonna show you some of our work here so you can see what we do, and then we're gonna log off, and then I will see you tomorrow for some flower placement in resin and a little bit of a pouring day, which is gonna be pretty fun. Ugh. I will break down those boxes later because I don't want to do it now. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. I wonder if I can flip this around. Can I? Yay! Okay, perfect. This is one of our trays. This has calla lilies in it. Okay, this is another tray. This is ranunculus right here, a peony, garden rose. These flowers didn't come in amazing shape, but I still think that they dried out pretty good. These turned out beautiful, okay? I love this stuff. We have roses, we have ranunculus, lizanthias, blue thistle, that's scabiosa up there, some goldenrod. Okay, love how all that turned out. And she also got gold flake on it. This one is just white roses, some with white lizanthias and no wait, what is that? Anthuriums, but these anthuriums were painted white, so that's why they actually are white. Okay, let me squat down here. These are still in their molds. I still have to take them out, but this is a arch that has purple calla lilies in it, has some stock. I don't know what this stuff is called. I'll have to look that up, but I think that one's pretty. And then we have these bookends. Love how these turned out. We got roses, ranunculus, stock, eucalyptus in there. Mwah, beautiful. And then there's this, which I guess I can kind of cover up their name a little bit, but we got, okay, we got another invitation and an arch, which is a very common thing that people do. What do the ring holders look like? Okay, let me grab one real quick. This is one that is like my own personal stock. I didn't love how it turned out, so I ended up just keeping this one myself. But very sharp, very pointy, okay? But that's our ring holder. That's the size of it, okay? Perfect for keeping your rings from being dirty whenever you wash your hands or cook or clean. That's it with gold leaf. That one had a little too much gold leaf for it, so I took that out. And yeah, so, and then here are some stacks of coasters that previously made, but we were selling them at one point. We kind of stopped because nobody was really just wanting to buy coasters that weren't like flowers that were theirs, so we kind of just stopped that idea. And yeah, what does my house smell like? I use Pura. So if you haven't heard of Pura, they have some great scents. Highly recommend Monsoon. That one is great. I'll take you over here for a second, and I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that we are going to be taking out. I'm not taking them off because they're heavy. I'm not doing that. But here are some of 8x8, 8x8, 6x6, another 8x8, another 8x8, a 6x6, a 10x10, and then this one also looks like that might be an 8x8 or a 10x10. I can't even tell, but that's one of them. That's a 10x10 that has an invitation included in it. So pretty. And I love that. We love to do this. My hair is crazy right now. I feel kind of all out of sorts and whack, but it's like time for me to get off here. like Robert said in the group before, I think that we're probably going to be going live probably when we start our work day, which is around 9:30ish, probably closer to 9:30 is my guess, a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, it's going to be a long live. We're going to be doing some video footage filming while we're doing that as well. Do you ever let them sit until the next day, or always have same day as delivered? Oh, for flowers that come in. Yes, I always love, if you have last minute questions, leave them down and below. I will answer them. So for flowers, if they come, if like, it's 4 o'clock right now. If I get any flowers later than right now when I'm working, I'll put them in a vase and then I will start working on them the following day. And we've had some flowers show up at like 7 p.m. and I can't work on them because I have to take care of the house. I have to like take care of my son. I have to cook. I'm a person. I need some relaxing time too. So I typically will put the flowers in a vase and then I'll work on them in the morning. But a majority of our flowers come right at 3. So majority of the time, we pretty much just dry our flowers as soon as we get them. Occasionally, we will have to dry them the next day, but that is just due to when they arrive to us via shipping. Yes. Yes, Robert. See, listen, I know what Hans was saying, so maybe Hans and I are better best friends than you guys are, because I just get him. I just get him. Any more last minute questions? Anybody? Anybody? Go ahead and leave them down below. Robert, I'm teasing you, okay? See, listen. But yes, flowers, we try and dry them as soon as possible. Sometimes that's not always possible. But if you think about it too, if we had a building that we worked out of and we left at 4 o'clock and flowers showed up after that, I wouldn't be able to dry them until the following day. So I'm happy I work out of my house where I can put them in a vase and I can still tend to them the next day. But there are occasions that will happen. Okay, if nobody else has any more questions. Okay, and we're starting to lose people. We're starting to drop off. Okay, how long does it take to dry the flowers? It takes about a month, roughly. The information usually says 2 weeks, but with how often we use our silica, how many times I have to reheat it and stuff like that, and the specific types of flowers we work with, I always do a minimum of 3 weeks for drying stuff, but I really like to kind of hit that 3 to 4 week mark before I take them out. Oh, thank you, Ansley, for loving my videos. I appreciate it. Make sure you like all of them and you watch them, because that will help push my content out to more people. I want to be able to have as many people know what we do, who we are as a brand, who I am as a person. So feel free to do that. How do you know what to price for the boxes? How do I know what to price for the boxes? If you're talking about shipping the flowers to us, I don't price that out. People will have to pay for the shipping to get their flowers to us. Whenever it comes to shipping products out, though, we've been using this thing called Pirate Ship. Highly recommend it if you own a small business and you need to ship stuff. It shows you the cheapest prices for all the shipping stuff. We don't always go with the cheapest option. We ship with UPS because they are the best carrier that we've worked with. They take pretty decent care of our stuff, and we get our boxes insured as well. So if anything breaks, we contact them and we can get a refund for the damage that happened, and then we'll end up fixing the products and sending them out later. But we weigh them, and usually the most that we'll spend is like $30 on shipping, but we cover the shipping cost to get your products back to you, so that way nobody has to pay for that. And thank you, Pipe for Life, for subscribing. I appreciate that. How do you deal with residual silica in the air in the room? Do you have a strong air filtration system in place? So we work out of our garage. A lot of the times we're opening up our garage door to be able to go in and out. Sometimes that kind of filters out. We do have an air conditioning unit in here that works. We have a dehumidifier that goes as well. And then on top of it too, we have windows, and you can spray silica, or not silica, you can spray the silica with like water, alcohol to help drop that dust. So that's what helps. And what do I sell? Resin products. And that's what we're going to end with. I sell resin products. If you guys are curious as to what I do, what I work on, and what our products look like, feel free to check out my channel. I post stuff all the time. And you can kind of see more of our behind the scenes process. This is literally like a one-on-one with you guys. But when will I come on live again? I'm going to be live tomorrow. So we're going to be live tomorrow morning. We're probably going to start a little early for some. Probably like 9:30 or 10ish. Probably 9:30. And yeah, so that is what we do. I hope you guys have a great day. We are going to be, yes, we do ship to America. We live in America. It is so easy for us to do that. But I'm hopping off here, ending my day. Hope you guys have a great day, and feel free to join our live tomorrow and save these questions for then, because that will give me more stuff to talk about. But until then, goodbye.